Hey everybody, I took a break from sculpting and decided I needed to paint some of these guys. I needed to see just how the sculpts ended up as the loudest truck in the world drives by. Um, just because, as I'm sculpting, I want to make sure that I'm not, you know, I think it's like once you're sculpting and it's all green stuff, it's hard to tell the flaws, and then you base coat it, you start to see all the flaws. So I wanted to go through that, just see where I was at. Like for the most part, they're pretty good. This guy's got a little bit of derpness to him. Like he's a little, I don't know, having a stroke maybe. I don't know. But he still wants to fight. He's still in there. I think this one might be one of my favorites, which is and it's one of the smallest. I think he came out really well. I think I really like how he came out. This is one of the first ones I did, and this one I also like, but just more the pose, and I think the slingshot's kind of fun and cool. And of course this guy. This is one of the ones I did when I was just trying to push the eyeballs in rather than put two separate like milliput green stuff eyeballs, if that makes sense. I was just trying to sculpt the eyes into the face rather than have eyes and sculpt the face around the eyes. Does that make sense? I like him. When I first just painted the raccoon, I actually did it as a fox for some, and thinking, I don't know, but then I'm like, no, it's gotta be a raccoon. And I think it's pretty cute. He's also a little ripped too. I like that. I tried not to use the magnifying glass when I painted because then I would just get frustrated with how many different things were like when you look at a magnifying glass, you see like all the individual paint strokes, so the blending isn't nearly as good as you'd like it to be, and I tried to just like, just enjoy this, just paint it as is. This guy I figured is someone who's just really overcompensating. He's really short, so I gave him, he's standing on a rock, and I gave him a large oversized cod piece because he's just overcompensating, which is fine. I also just did a non-metallic metal for the swords, and I think it's all right, but it's not great. The gold came out really, really, I think I did a really good job in the golds, but I don't know, for the most part, the NMM and the other stuff didn't really look, this one looks pretty good, but yeah, I like that cloak too. I tried using contrast in the cloak and then just gave up. It's like, just did it the old school way. This guy is like, look at this, look at my meat, it's undercooked. You call that medium rare? Yeah, that's not a chicken bone. I want it to be like a lamb shank. But yeah, so. And this one, the NMM, I'm just like, the non-metallic metal, I'm like, it is what it is. He's got enough problems on his hands. So just let him be. Just let him be. The bases, I have some flowers that I could have put on there. I think I still might for a couple of them. I didn't want to overdo it though. And I decided I just went with instead of goblin green, just this like I don't know, green, like just a basic green. That way, like all my armies will have a different base. It'll be easier to tell them apart. And it'll be just like, I don't know, I think it'll just look better when every army's together, and there he is. He's like, Rrr. So that's what I have. I still have about 12 more, exactly 12 more to paint, and then I'll have a whole bunch of them. And then, yeah, but looking at the army, it's like, I think I'll probably need at least 80 of these guys, or at least 90 rather, probably more like 100 to 120, and I'm nowhere close to being done. So, yeah, I'll finish painting a few, maybe, I don't know, do I want to paint them all? Do I want to paint all 20? Do I want to, start, just go back to sculpting? I don't know. But they're pretty good. They rank up pretty well too. There are a couple that are having issues, but they can fit in eventually. Yeah, so that's where they all are. I think I like how they look. I think they're kind of fun. They're kind of goofy. They're kind of cute. everything I really wanted, and I really like sculpting them a lot. So I don't know. Have I found an army that I'm only going to do from now on? Am I stuck? Did I finally settle into a groove? Probably not. But I do like it, and I do think I'm getting better at the sculpting. Every time I look at these, then I look at like a professional sculptor's Instagram page, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have a ways to go. So that's, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep going. Gotta keep hopefully getting better, and maybe one day I'll get there. That's the plan. That's the plan. So yeah, this guy's kind of neat. I had to fix his neck. His neck had a little bit of a, like his pose was a little bit off, so like his neck was just not quite right. So I had to trim it down and redo it. I also had to resculpt her knife. For some reason, I didn't put a handle on the knife. It was just plastic, and I forgot to go back and do the knife. So, but there it is now. All right. So next week, maybe I'll have 12 more painted, and then I'll get back to sculpting. It doesn't really look like a uniform army so much as just a horde of halflings. So we'll see. I think the scouts, the ones with bows, will all look very similar because they're all gonna be wearing like a leather armor sort of stuff, and they'll be so. Excuse me. So I think next, when I'm done painting, I'll have to more halflings, get the chickens done, and we'll see where I'm at after that. But yeah, so that's my update for the week. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget to do the usual like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Thanks. Bye.